Oh yeah, it's that time. It's another episode of The Amateur Cat. This is Brooke. Welcome to my channel where I like to share my experience writing. And today is gonna be fun. Because today, while I was writing for Camp NanoWriMo, that's right, we're in April, I did a big no-no. Did it. I edited. Here's why editing is a big fat no-no when you are doing a fast draft. First, the point is to hit your word count. Hello, if you're editing, hello, that's not helpful. That's number one. Number two, it's premature. Yeah, don't edit. Get through the story. When you're done, then you can see what's wrong. It's true. It's true. Because you know what? While you're spending all this time fixing, guess what? When you get to the end of the story, you might realize, oops, all that stuff that I got rid of actually works. But I needed to get to the end before I would really know that. Ooh. So it's a really bad thing. And hi, my name is Brooke. And I edited during NanoWriMo. But let me tell you what I did, because I think it's actually really helpful. And I want to give some credit and a shout out to the Orlando Public Library. What's up? Those guys do a great job at holding online free authors discussions. There is a friend hanging out with me right now. So anyway, they do these really great hang with the writer talks, and the writers pick a topic and they talk about it. And this week, I listened to a phenomenal talk about crafting tension. Now, here's the bell that went off, ting, in Brooke's head. I want to do this at the scene level, which is, obviously, you know what the big conflict of your story is? Hello, we all know what that is. Well, hopefully we do. We know that that's a big important thing. There's a big thing that kicks off the story, and then it all goes wrong at the midpoint, and then we figure out a new plan, and by the third act, we're gonna do it the right way. Darn it, we just keep messing it up, doing it the wrong way. I have a really cool buddy here. Anyway, I'm worried I'm gonna swallow him, so. Okay, so I said I'm gonna go in at the scene level, and I'm going to make sure at the scene level I have conflict, right? So I went back and looked at my scenes. It's early in April, right? So I haven't got that many scenes. If I was like way into this, I wouldn't be doing it. And that would be the stuff of revision, which frankly, look, Nano folks that are listening to this and going, oh my God, she edited. Yeah, I did it. It's over. But here's what I did. I went back through my scenes and I was like, you know what? What would make this scene? For instance, I had just my very first scene where the characters come out. And I had kind of just some chitter chatter, but I was establishing, this and that about who they were. And all of a sudden I said, now how could I throw some conflict in that? And you know what happened? The coffee maker was broken. Yeah, it was broken. And guess what? That was a setup for the next scene where some coffee arguments went down, right? And so, and it was cooler than just, I'm being big, okay? But my point is, I went in and I said, what will make this scene more difficult? Like, what can I do to make whatever the character wants to do in this scene, like the point of this scene for that character, For instance, I just want a coffee. What can I get in his way over and over and over again so that he can't get that coffee? Right? I'm being, silly and coming up with like a very general idea, but I'm just trying to illustrate for you. That's what I went in and did. At every single scene, I looked at it and I said, is the conflict really juicy? Is it really good? Does it make you go, ooh, what's going to happen here, And I went in at the scene level and weaved that in And of course, you know, then I had to kind of like unweave some other things, get rid of that and get rid of this, just to kind of really focus on the collision that happens at the midpoint of the scene. And then we get to, you know, what happens next, and that what happens next should propel me to the next scene. Another little thing that I'll layer in here, I love the South Park creators' awesome lesson. Their whole philosophy and their whole master class on storytelling is 2 minutes and 15 seconds long. Yeah, and it's really good. And it's all about the connective tissue between every single scene. If your scene connects to the next scene with a therefore, now you're onto the right track, right? Like that's a healthy thing. Or if this scene connects to that scene, but, right? Like I want to get a cup of coffee, but, right? Those are the kinds of things that are good. If you have two scenes that connect with a, and then, there's really nothing propelling that next scene. Like, what is getting us from here to there? It's just kind of extraneous. And they kind of talk about that. I may have just basically summarized the whole 2 minutes and 15 seconds because there's a little bit of the, oh my God, it's Trey Parker and, you know, Matt Stone. Oh my God. Anyway, so connective tissue matters. And I think the arc of the scene, right? How can whatever I start, the character has to want, when he starts that scene, he has to want something. He's got to want something. And then something gets in his way. What is that thing? And then somehow, whatever comes out of that conflict results in him making a decision, or her, or whatever. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's an inanimate object. Whatever it is that is the hero of your story says, fine, boom, then I'm doing this. Therefore, and your story propels. And so I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was really worthwhile at it. And here's the thing. My daily word count is 1,000 words a day. I'm ahead. Even though, I'll be honest with you, if I hadn't edited, I bet I'd have more words. Yeah. All the Nano folks. Anyone who's doing National Novel Writing Month. That's what I'm referring to when I say Nano. National Novel Writing Month is an event in November. It's Write 50,000 Words in 30 Days. I have another video about it. You should look at that for more details. But it's April, and we do Camp Nano in April and in July. And it's awesome because it's writers from all over the world writing together, which writers, you don't have to write alone. Not anymore. Yeah. NanoWriMo.org. Go to that website and you will learn all about the world of writing with other people, which is super important. You want to plug in. I wouldn't have gotten this information. I wouldn't have attended this class that taught me about crafting tension, right? And another writer buddy that I met through NanoWriMo pointed me to the South Park 2 minute and 15 second masterclass. How's South Park, right? Very appropriate. Perfect. Yeah. Anyway, it was through NanoWriMo's Orlando group that I got wind of the fact that the public library does these talks, these writer talks. And because I've been attending them ever since, here we are. And now I am sharing this with you. So, my friends, writers, this I give to you. I hope that it helps you. Those who are in NanoWriMo, sorry, I edited. You're not supposed to edit in NanoWriMo. It's a big no-no rule, particularly in Big Nano. November is when the big one is. The Camp Nanos are smaller. You set your own word goal. I did 20,000, for example, during Camp Nano because it's a more appropriate length for my format. I'm a screenwriter. Whoa. Woo! It's very WandaVision. All of a sudden, everything just went. I thought for a second, I swallowed the bug. Anyway, no. All right, well, so really that's all I wanted to share with you about crafting tension, a little bit about South Park, connective tissue, and NanoWriMo. Go to NanoWriMo.org. I've got the information in my description. And listen, I'll be back doing more videos and continuing to share my experience during camp. I hope that you like this video. If so, give it a like. If you want to be clued in when I drop my next video, subscribe. I hope that all of this is helping you, and I hope that you, too, if you're out there wanting to write, your story needs to be told. And it doesn't need to be an epic thing. You just got to learn fast drafting. You got to white knuckle through that draft. And hopefully some of these tips will help make that process a little bit better. All right, this is Brooke, the Amateur Cat, signing off. See you again soon.